Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced from alexmercedcoder.com, and this is a continuation of our journey in editing our mock portfolio. So in this one, I want to do is a call to action button. Um, this one's actually pretty straightforward. So basically, we're gonna go first. This will be the first thing in our main tag, and I'm just gonna do a div, and yeah, we'll just give it an ID of call to action, or CTA. CTA. Cool. And in this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have, you know, click on the button by now. And then we'll have a div, because I want the button to be beneath. So a div, and inside that div is a button. And I want to say, buy now. Yes. Okay, so let's take a look at how it shows up now before we style it. Okay, so refresh. And see, right now it's just kind of there, not very exciting looking. Let's make it more exciting looking. Okay, so let's go bring up the CSS. First things first. CTA, we want to take care of that width. So width, 80%. And because of that, we want margin. Margin, 10 pix auto. Okay, let's see what the effect of that. Oop. Okay, see now the thing's in line. Good, good. Now text align. I want that text in the center. Text align center. I want that font to be bigger. So font size, we'll say 2.5 EMs, or should we make it 3 EMs? Why not? Save. Okay, click on the button now. Usually we like to give a little bit more breathing room there, so we're going to create some padding. Padding, let's put 30 pixels. Save. Okay, cool, that's looking a little bit better. And again, let me just take off the outline so you can kind of see the effect so far. Click the button, buy now. So now we just need to make that button look better. And so we'll just do CTA button, or CTA div button. Again, it's always better to be more specific than less specific. Now with the button, to make it look a little bit nicer, the first thing we want to do is give it some padding, because the buttons always by default are really like claustrophobic. So padding, we'll make it 10 pixels, save, and let's watch what happens. Boop, that's a little bit better. Okay. Now let's round the corners a little bit. So border radius, let's make that, let's say 10 pixels. Next, what are the right settings? There is no right settings. You just kind of like trial and error. There's certain kind of go-tos as far as like where I'll start and work my way from there. Just because I've done it so many times, you just kind of get used to sort of. Let's see, that's starting to look a little bit better. Okay, I'd actually like all the text to be uppercase, so text transform. Just make that uppercase. I would like the font to be a bit bigger, so font size. Let's make that 2 EMs, or actually just 1.5 EMs. And then I want the border to be none. Cool. And I want the background color to be dark blue, since that's what we've been using, and the font color to be white. That way this is more in line with our color scheme. Save. And let's refresh. Okay, that's maybe a little too big. So let's go to 1 EM. Let's also give this some margin. Let's say 10 pixels, just so that way it's not all too close to the text. Okay, it's looking a little bit better. So you click button by now, and now we just want to give this button a little bit of a hover effect and make it look a little bit nicer. Cool. So I'll just copy this. Okay, and I'll get rid of everything except color and background. And I want to make sure this is a hover style. Okay, and I'm going to add transition over here so that we have a nice transition effect. So color, 0.4 seconds. Background color, 0.4 seconds. And this time we will switch it. So we'll say white. This becomes white. And this becomes dark blue. Save. Let's take a look. It's a nice little effect. By now. If I take off the outline, by now. Okay, and then I kind of want the button to have a little bit of an outline afterwards, so maybe make this light gray. I think that's what I would like. Save, so that way you can kind of still see that the button's there. Refresh. Yeah, that's a little bit better. That'll work for now. So there you have like a call to action button. I can make multiple buttons and maybe put a quote there, whatever. But just to kind of make these kind of like little like blocks that kind of break things up a little bit. It's just basically that. And again, just take a look at the div. No, that's the wrong div. It's in main. So here's a call to action div. So just a little margin can go a long way in just making it look nice, a little less claustrophobic and tight. So that is that. And then we'll come back and we'll do some cards.